What's up, guys? Welcome back again to your HeroClix headquarters. Today, we've got the brand new Superman Up and Away Iconix set to unbox for you. And I gotta say, this set is pretty interesting. I mean, just look at the box. I actually love the box art on this. It starts with like Clark Kent going in there, rips open his shirt, he's changing, and then he flies out of there. I think that's a really awesome design for the box art all the way around. And then, as always, we got the little window in here showing us that we get our little Superman and our phone booth. And yeah, just a really awesome iconic set overall. I mean, what is more iconic than Superman changing in a phone booth and flying off to save the day? So without further ado, let's open this thing up and take a look. All right, and just taking them out here. You do get the cards right here. And again, I've said it once, I've said it a million times, but the freaking card art on the Iconix is so freaking awesome. Like, this looks so good. Man. And then take a look at these sculpts in here. Like, this is so nice. Superman does have like one of those little plastic things holding them in there, so I'll take him out later. But yeah, and the telephone booth again has that same cool artwork all the way around. I love that. Man, so let's take a look at what these things can do. So I actually want to start off with the phone booth. This is just a blocking terrain. It's a special terrain, and it does actually cost 0 points. They didn't put a point value on it, and they did clarify that it is a 0 point cost terrain. So that is always great. And then taking a look at the stats, you can throw it 3 squares. It's not going to give you any giant reach, which it's a big phone booth. I kind of feel like it could give you 2, right? But I guess not. Then it has 3 damage when thrown, or +1 for close attacks, and you need 4 damage to blow it up. So not too bad there. And then taking a look at its effect on the back, it says adjacent characters can use shape change. If they're named Superman, when they use it and succeed until their next turn, they have this character can't be targeted by opposing characters. So yeah, I gotta say, that's pretty freaking amazing. Just a piece of blocking terrain sitting out there, giving everybody adjacent to it shape change, for 0 points. Why not? Just move your whole team up next to it, get your whole team shape change. And if you got Superman, he can't be targeted by any opposing characters for the rest of that turn. So super good, in my opinion. But let's take a look at the man himself, Superman. He's coming in at 60 points, and he starts off with just a 9 attack in cap with a 4 range double target, a 19 defense with willpower, 10 movement with flight and a special move power, and 2 damage with a special damage power. And special move power, up and away, charge. When Superman uses it after resolutions, knock back each opposing character he moved through. So if you didn't know, flight does give you the ability to move through characters, but you still have to break away normally. But yeah, he can move through a bunch of opposing characters and knock them all back. And the way that's going to work is it's after resolutions, and knockback is always away from the character. So wherever he ends his movement, they're going to knock back, in the opposite direction of him. So I kind of think that might feel a little weird in practice, like as far as how the rules actually work with that, because you're going to fly through them, and you might think that they would like knock back, to the left or right, or like back towards where he flew. But no, they're going to go back. It's kind of like maybe he smashes the ground or something, right? And they all fly back away from him, if you can kind of think of it that way. So yeah, but it's a really cool charge and knockback. A bunch of free knockback is not too bad at all. And then taking a look at the back here, the rest of his powers, this looks like a job for Stop Impervious on his second click. It'd be cool if he also had that on his last click, but that might be asking a little much for 60 points. And his special damage power, Mild-Mannered Reporter Clark Kent. Perplex, Outwit. At the beginning of your turn, you may deal Superman 1 unavoidable damage. So you got, Perplex, Outwit, 2 really good support powers there. And then you can either kind of sit around and wait for him to get punched onto that stop click, or at the beginning of your turn, you just deal him the 1 unavoidable, and then, he goes full Superman, charging in with a 12 attack, super strength, 4 damage leadership. So not too bad at all. And one other thing I want to point out is JSA team ability is the one that allows you to replace your defense value with the printed defense value of another adjacent friendly character with this team ability. So that's going to be really good with his opening 19 defense, and even the 19 defense on his second click as well. And I mean, if you got some other JSA team ability people on your team, it is going to help him out later on when he goes to like a 17 defense with Invincible to kind of bump him back up again. And, you know, if he stays kind of near that phone booth, he's going to have shape change on top of all of it. So that is pretty freaking great too. So yeah, I think for 60 points, this guy is pretty good. I think he's a pretty good representation of like old school Superman, you know, before he became like way super duper overpowered and, you know, he can like break the whole universe by sneezing or whatever. But this dude, I think, is pretty solid for 60 points. With that stop click and with the ability to choose if you're going to, you know, click yourself onto it or not. Otherwise, you got Perplex, Outwit, a 19 Defend, essentially, for anybody else that can use JSA. And then, yeah, he can just, boom, turn into a 12 for 4 with Super Strength. If you need to, you can go smack somebody with the phone booth. Otherwise, you know, pick up some other terrain. And not only are you knocking back everybody he moved through, but also you got Super Strength to knock back the guy you hit on top of it. So he's just knocking people around all over the place. Oh, and while he's Clark Kent, he has that Superman TA, which, you know, I gotta love the Outwit with the ability to see through hindering, so he can outwit stealthy characters while he's Clark Kent. I think that's really cool. So yeah, just overall, I think he's very much worth the 60 points. Pretty good version of the character, in my opinion. I love all the attention to detail on the cards and the box and everything. I think it's a pretty great set for 20 bucks. I mean, you get a good Superman and you get a really, really good, in my opinion, terrain piece to just put on the map and hand out shape change to your whole team. I think that's going to be something you could throw on any team. You know, 0 points, why not? So I definitely think this one is worth picking up. But tell me what you guys think about it in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button because it does help me out a lot. And don't forget to click that subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos. And if you'd like to help support the channel even more, check the links in the description for the Patreon or hit the join button for the YouTube memberships. Either way, as little as $1 a month gets you entered into my monthly giveaways. So make sure to check that out if that interests you. But that's going to do it for this one, you guys. Thanks again so much for watching. Till next time, this has been HeroClix Headquarters, signing off.